Hi guys, it's SimLicy here. So welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I am back renovating this apartment, which is another eco lifestyle apartment. And this time I wanted to do something like a little bit different. So I'm building here in the modernized version of the world. In case you guys didn't know, eco lifestyle comes with two different versions of the world, one that's polluted and dirty, and then one that is modern and eco-friendly. And you can achieve the new world through like gameplay or through cheats. And so cheats is definitely my way to go because yeah, I just want to build here basically. And yeah, so for my idea for this apartment was to do something that was more traditional and more eclectic and with some like vintage pieces and stuff in a modern building, because of course just because you live in a modern building doesn't mean your style is necessarily modern. I mean, I think there's some like modern pieces and stuff in here, like I think the dining table is quite modern, but the chairs are quite traditional, and then the rug is quite traditional, and of course the china cabinet. And so I just tried to pick items that were just a mix of styles but leaning more on the traditional sort of like vintage looking pieces. And I really just wanted it to feel very just interesting and eclectic, and I don't know, just have a different style to it. And so I also tried to use things with more bolder patterns, so it has a little bit more of like a maximalist feel, especially like in the bedroom and stuff like that. And so I really just tried to make it feel different and all of that kind of stuff. And I was trying to lean more towards like the fall colors because I was definitely really inspired by the fall family home that I shared recently, just because I loved using those colors and stuff. And I definitely want to do like a fall themed apartment with like pumpkins and stuff everywhere, but also like a Halloween themed one. And yeah, I'll definitely be doing that on both this channel and my CC channel as well. And so yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. And another thing, I don't think I've actually done this particular layout in this apartment before. I know I've done it once on my CC channel, but I think on this channel I haven't done it before. So I was actually pretty excited about it, and I think the floor plan actually makes a lot of sense for this apartment, and it actually turned out to be like a really nice floor plan. So hopefully you guys like it too, but you can of course let me know. Over here is going to be the kitchen. So for the kitchen, I wanted to use like modern appliances and modern cabinets because I think the apartment building would have these modern features in it, but the person who lives here and is decorating it isn't picking out modern like furniture pieces, or at least mostly not modern. Of course, there's a few things here and there. I was also thinking it'd be nice if this sim had a cat, so I put a couple of food bowls in here, thinking one was for food and one was for water, but of course your sims will only put food in both of the bowls. Pets don't need water apparently, unless it's a puddle on the ground. Although I have been using a CC set by Sixim. If you guys haven't heard of him before, I will definitely have his information linked, because you can actually have a food bowl with a water bowl next to it, and water's actually there, and it looks so cool and it's amazing. And yeah, I'll use it on my CC channel a couple of times, so I'll point it out when I'm doing my introductions to those videos. So yeah, be on a lookout for that if you guys are interested in that channel, of course. And then so over here I'm just picking out the other wallpapers. I do end up switching up the wallpaper in the bedroom, and I was thinking that this wallpaper was kind of like renter friendly wallpaper, like this sim has put it up in their apartment, and basically just because they felt like the plain white walls that the hallway has was just too boring and they didn't like it for their particular style. So I left the white in the hallway because I was thinking that was kind of like the Sims' last priority of adding wallpaper, and they just haven't got to it yet. Maybe they've been like saving up money for more wallpaper, or you know, whatever the reason might be, and so they'll be adding some eventually. But for now they have fully put wallpaper up everywhere else in the apartment and made this apartment more of their own style. And so I thought that was kind of fun. And I really liked using this combination of furniture here in the living room. I felt like the couch that came from the what was it, from the Maximalist kit actually worked really nicely. And I used it in a less kind of sort of like bold color because there's a few different swatches that are very bold, very colorful, but I wanted to use it in a more neutral swatch and pair it with some more patterns with like the wallpaper and some of the other decorations. So I felt like that worked out pretty nicely. And then I also really liked using this chair that came from the high school years pack, and I love it in this color. I used it recently in another build, and this color is just so pretty, and for me it just worked really nicely in here, and I loved adding like the different clutter items and like the wall art and everything. And this fireplace that came from the paranormal stuff pack is a beautiful fireplace. I had kind of forgotten about it, especially in this particular swatch, because the other swatches are just, they're not for me. They're way too colorful, but this swatch is so pretty, and I used it recently in that fall build that I was talking about, and so I knew I had to use it again like very soon. And then over here is going to be the bathroom, and the bathroom is really not that exciting. It's a pretty standard bathroom, but I wanted it to feel kind of modern and use some of the items that I used from the kitchen, but I tried to add some like personal decorations on the counter and some like regular bathroom clutter, but really it's I guess not that special. It's kind of like a standard bathroom, and I feel like my bathrooms all look the same or at least pretty similar to one another, so I really need to try to mix it up a little bit. Although I did put some hanging plants here in the shower, which I thought was kind of fun, and I don't normally do that, so I actually really liked that effect, and yeah, I think it looks really good. Over here is of course going to be the bedroom. So for the bedroom, I really wasn't sure which like direction I wanted to go. Oh yeah, here I just remembered a litter box. So I quickly removed the laundry hamper because it really wasn't a necessary item, and placed that in there. And so I placed this bed, and then I switched up the wallpaper to use one of these that came from the Maximalist kit. And this wallpaper is so pretty, like with the birds and the flowers, and like it's such a pretty design, and I liked it with this bed, but I've used this bed before, at least I think I have. I don't know, for some reason I just wasn't loving the bed, but looking back, the bed is beautiful, and so you might want to switch it back to this color because I do change it to a more neutral color, but I hadn't used this bed swatch yet. So you'll see me change it here in just a little bit. And I don't know, I just loved it once I changed it, so I decided just to go for it. But you could easily, of course, change it to the swatch I had before or a different one. But yeah, this is it for the build. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoy the screenshots. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!